all these ancient prophecies telling us that the world will be transformed.
Wacky world of Wilcock, where make-believe is real. It's the wacky world of Wilcock. How much money can he steal? It's the wacky world of Wilcock, where make-believe is real. It's the wacky world of Wilcock. How much money can he steal? He makes all this stuff up and claims that it's all true. The aliens want to eat us. Be careful that they don't get you. It's the wacky world of Wilcock, where make-believe is real. It's the wacky world of Wilcock. How much money can you steal? It's the wacky world of Wilcock, where make-believe is real. It's the wacky world of Wilcock. How much money can you steal?
This is where if I have a live audience, I get everybody to hug each other. I say, give your neighbor a handshake or a hug, whatever you feel is appropriate to you. And that way everybody feels the love a little more. I will never believe it, I will never believe it. Okay, that's fine. Maybe you need 25,000 more years, I don't know, buddy. But look, this is really compelling information, and it's going to get a lot more intense. It's coming up in a couple days here on Sunday, so if you haven't already signed up, we have reopened the cart. We still have the payment plan in place. That account, I believe, is real. I've watched it for a long time, and he says a lot of really provocative stuff there that has definitely caught my attention on many, many occasions. I've heard this briefing many times. Incredibly, incredibly sad, but probably a lot more than just what it looks like on the surface. If you don't really see what's going on here, this might not make sense.
Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to our weekly dissection of the wacky world of Wilcock. David Wilcock in his latest live stream seems a lot less depressed than he has been because David Wilcock truly believes that Donald Trump's recent announcement is going to confirm all of his alien delusions. He's convinced that, it's interesting that everybody hears this announcement from Trump and they read into it and make it whatever they want it to be. Trump didn't say he's going to confirm the existence of extraterrestrial life or extraterrestrial visitation or aliens visiting Earth. He said he's going to declassify UFO files, which means we're going to get a bunch of nothing burgers. We're going to get some balloon footage in Iraq or Afghanistan or Yemen. We're going to get some drone footage taken by MQ-9 Reapers or gun cameras on fighter jets. We're not going to get any confirmation. This is my opinion, but I'm entitled to it, having watched this whole, promise of disclosure for a decade or 2 decades now, right? Disclosure never comes, and neither does David Wilcock's wife, at least not while she was with him. Apparently, she's got a big buff boyfriend now, big muscle guy, banging the hell out of her. So maybe she's finally popping off and doesn't need a cucumber anymore. For those unaware, David Wilcock's wife left him in favor of a cucumber. She used it to clean her yoni. Apparently, she had a stinky vajayjay and needed to jam a cucumber in her vajayjay to clean it out. I don't know. She made cucumber pornography. Yeah. So in David Wilcock's latest live stream, he's taking a victory lap already. Like, see, guys, I was right. There really are aliens visiting Earth. And he thinks Trump is going to confirm all this. He's a big fan of Trump. But what's he going to say when it's a bunch of nothing burger files? We've had several people we detailed on last night's show, several people that were involved with AARO, Advanced Anomaly Research, whatever, the government's Pentagon UFO group. Two guys that worked there that had access to everything, all the classified stuff, who both said there's no aliens there. There's no there, and all of these UFO people are going to be extremely disappointed. But not David Wilcock. He's gearing up for, remember, David Wilcock said that he is going to be the ambassador to the aliens when total disclosure happens. Trump's going to give him a job in the alien ambassador role, which is, it just shows you kind of how delusional David Wilcock is. And I just want to mention, we're having some tech issues. At least I am. I am the owner of this channel, but apparently I was trying to put our clips channel into the live chat earlier, and it wouldn't let me. I'm going to try again. Link to our clips channel. And it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, friends. All right, let me put it there, but it will not let me pin it. For whatever reason, I'm not allowed to pin things in my own live chat. If Arlene is there and can pin that, I don't know if you can. I don't know what's going on. I think it may be a permission issue or something. I don't even know that me even commenting in the live chat is not showing up. I don't know if that's an issue with the links. In any case, in the description of this video or podcast, right at the top, there's a link to our new True Seekers Clips channel. It's just called True Seekers Clips on YouTube. Yesterday, I posted 4 new short clips, and maybe I'll play a few of those tonight because 2 of them are David Wilcock clips. I want to thank Osiris Christensen for the 1 clip, and thank Macario for the other clip. I made a clip called The Most Exciting Content David Wilcock Has Produced in Years, and it's the few minutes where he spilled a water all over his laptop, remember? He's the director of advanced technology for an aerospace group, but he spills shit all over his own laptop. Okay, we'll take a moment to recognize the live chat. Welcome in the Kick Chatters as well. I'll be checking on the support in both. For those that are aware, we're a viewer-supported show. I've posted a goal of 20 super chats of 5 or more for tonight. We actually hit our goal yesterday, which is awesome. First time in a long time for that. So let's see if we can hit a goal tonight as well. I will be periodically checking in with the Kick Live chat. You can also send a PayPal pledge or buy me a beer. Yeah, something is weird with tonight's live chat. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to go through the clips from Macario because that'll get us the most important stuff. Then we'll go to the raw video stream, which I have saved to my Google Drive here. But before we do that, I just want to welcome in the live chat. Why is other people are allowed to post? Other people are allowed to post the clips channel to the live chat, but apparently not me, which makes no sense. I own the channel, but okay. I don't know what's going on. Pardon the technical problem. So we'll put our fair use banner up, and I will be going first to the clips. Macario always catches the best moments and make sure that we don't miss a thing. And he's even got a clip of David Wilcock throwing Corey Good under the bus and abandoning him. Poor Corey Good. Used to be able to grift and make tons of money. With David Wilcock, he ruined the scam for both of them, admitting under oath that the secret space stories he was telling that he claimed were all true were made up and that he's never even been to space. All right, let us start with that clip because it's funny. Here's David Wilcock throwing Corey Good under the bus.
Yeah, as you all know, Corey had his court deposition, and in the deposition, which then leaked online.
It didn't leak. It was legally given to me. But I did publish it.
He said that he fabricated his claims. He has since...
Yeah, and how many years did you spend helping him tell his stories? Was that 6 or 7 years you spent sitting next to this retard, pretending that his stories were real, and you didn't know he was making it all up?
Said that he had to do that for the lawsuit. The point is there's now this there's a problem with his material because of that happening.
Yeah, that's generally a problem when you claim your stories are true, and then you decide. Had no picture. That's weird. Yeah, still having weird technical problems. Yeah, it's generally a problem when you claim your stories are true, and then you get caught admitting under oath in a court case that the stories were fake.
And I can't put it in the same category as everything else anymore because of that. I do still support him. I wish him all the best.
Yes, but David Wilcock is running away from him like a scared little bitch.
But there are people whose credibility is unimpeachable. William Tompkins also validated everything that Corey Goode had started telling me beginning in 2014.
Another one of his insiders backed up Corey Goode.
And remember, this is 5 years after I started talking to Jacob in 2009. And what Corey was telling me lined up with Jacob, it lined up with Daniel, it lined up with Pete Peterson, it lined up with Henry Deacon. Yes,
all his fake whistleblowers.
Everybody. And also William Tompkins pretty much hit off everybody. This is very real. And the Space Force could be telling us that they're getting ready to recruit people to fight in space, to fight wars in space. Well,
oh man, I can't wait to get recruited to fight the alien space wars, right? Let me see. Chat is a YouTube issue. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let me check on something quickly. Yeah, I mean, I see the stream is okay on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Kick. So I don't know if there is any issues. Please let me know. And we'll take a moment to recognize a kind and generous friend in the live chat. Thank you very much. Big ups. Support from Sunlover 5000. One for the goal, a $5 super chat. We just need 19 more to hit today's goal. We thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. We will continue. I can't wait to get recruited to fight the alien space wars with David Wilcock and Corey Goode.
Well, this is exactly what you're going to hear Pete Peterson talking about. That we already have bases on the moon. We already have bases on
Yes, Pete Peterson was the fake doctor who lied about working for Ronald Reagan.
Mars. Yeah. And you will actually hear him say, we are fighting the Draco. So he has confirmed in his deathbed interview.
We're fighting the reptilian aliens in space.
Same stuff we're hearing from Corey Goode.
See, this was when he was entertaining because he was just so stupid and so wacky, right? Yeah, I'm hearing that, Pig Monster. YouTube did something that broke everyone's chat. I don't know what's going on. Best of luck to our hosts, YouTube. We really depend on YouTube. Hopefully they'll get it sorted out before, too long. Usually they do. So we'll just bear with it.
The same stuff we heard from William Tompkins. So Chris just donated $100 and said, I followed Corey Goode information from the beginning. I saw all the episodes of Cosmic Disclosure. Do you still believe Corey was mostly telling the truth in Cosmic Disclosure? I have to be very careful what I say here.
It was in the vicinity of truth.
I do think that some of what was coming in for him was telepathic and it was coming from the right place. I also think that most...
What place is that? The land of make-believe?
Likely there was free association and imagination involved.
Yeah, he imagined those stories and he told you and everyone else they were true. And you sat there like a moron next to this guy for 6 or 7 years, was it?
Based upon what he himself...
At least 5 years.
His own statement and admission in court. Under oath, okay? You can't really take that back.
No, you can't. Ruined the whole secret space scam for the both of you clowns.
And I also know that the insiders who I work with in Stavati said that they don't believe what he said. But
Stavati's got government insiders now. They can't even make an airplane, but they all worked at Area 51 and they know all about the aliens. Sure.
I was also told that we were in the vicinity of truth, that we were talking about things that are approximately correct. But again, I don't want to go on any insider testimony.
And that is why David Wilcock hasn't used insiders, because he got He basically got scammed. Savati putting out more garbage. Participated in the U.S. Navy PMA 273 undergraduate jet training system 101 industry day meeting. So they're going to meetings with military officials, but they can't show us a working airplane, right? Macario says, I have a suggestion. They should buy a hangar in Minnesota since that is where Stavati started. The state government seems okay with scams. Beskar could probably get a few million there. Hell, they would probably give him a hangar for free. So let's get started on David Wilcock.
I'm the UFO.
He's in a better mood all of a sudden because he really thinks that Donald Trump is going to tell him. Yeah, shout out to everyone on Kick. That is correct. Let me do that. Pig Monster 220 is there. We have Cosmic Bananas is over there. Cupped Glove Ibis is there. And we've got Arlene Crafter. I mentioned Pig Monster, Watchsick, Ray Gunner, Let's MAGA. Shout out to all of you guys in the Kick chat. Winter Soldier over there as well. Let's hear David Wilcock. He's about to take a victory lap because he was right about the aliens all along, right? And by the way, he did the same thing when David Grush came out. It's been 996 days since David Grush made his initial claims that the government is in possession of alien spaceships and alien bodies. And 996 days ago, he made those claims. We've seen zero evidence that his stories are actually verifiably true. They were just stories.
Guy. So like, wow, it just can't get enough of that. When we're validated on this level, when we get that level of validation.
What validation? He said he's going to declassify some UFO files. That doesn't prove that all the shit you've wasted decades of your life talking about is real. Just like Corey Good's stories were fake, all your stories are fake.
It's stunning.
Stunning. He is ready for disclosure, friends.
Disclosure is now upon us, man. What an exciting.
He is going to say this is what he predicted. This was the Friday prediction. Yeah.
Exciting time. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
And Amber says he's excited about how much he could possibly grift off this nothing burger and all the money he's already grifted off of UFOs. I can't wait for the balloon to get deflated.
And I just can't even believe it. When I think about...
Can't believe that Donald Trump's going to tell everybody I was telling the truth about those aliens. No, you weren't, you lying scumbag, grifter, scammer.
My life and how much UFOs have been a part of my life and how much I've sought after this information over time and wanted to see it turn out, wanted to see... I remember watching In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy and being just dazzled.
I was 7 when I saw Leonard Nimoy In Search Of, yeah.
Anita Tompas donated. Thank you very much, Anita.
This is great. In this clip, he basically says that he needs his audience to feed him so that he actually has food to eat. This is how broke and desperate Mr. Wilcock has become. He can't eat unless he gets donations from retarded people watching his YouTube show. And by the way, what are we on? I think we're on week 14 now. David Wilcock has not changed his thumbnail in 14 weeks. He just changes the text, but it's the same picture, right? Tim Curley says that the live chat is under attack by the woke left, or I mean the deep state, or maybe the Sphere Being Alliance. That is correct. That's exactly what's happening. But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Yes, we got new sound effects. People don't like that button that I have. Apparently, it's a little too jarring for some people. So we try to pick one that was a little less. And thank you, Tim Curley, for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much, much appreciated. Pig Monster says, no UFOs in that State of the Union. Yeah, that was a hell of a speech anyway, right? And by the way, I just want to put something on the record. I don't care. I generally do not care about politics. I don't care about your politics. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican, a Libertarian, or whatever you are, communist. I don't care. So there is a particular person who has decided to harass me with emails because he hates Donald Trump. And I once said that I believe Donald Trump was a better choice than Kamala Harris because she was basically retarded. Uh, I'm not a Donald Trump fan, and I don't care if Donald Trump does something that you disagree with. I don't need to get an email. And you're an idiot for, these people that pick one side, right? Like, oh, I'm a Democrat and we're so much better. I'm a Republican and we're so much better than those Democrats. They're all criminals. Our elected leaders are all criminals. Look at the insider trading going on. It's on both sides. It's on both sides. They're all criminals. So I'm not going to pick one side of the criminals that I decide is better or less criminal than the other criminals. I don't care if you hate Donald Trump and you feel the need to email me. I'm not going to respond to any of that shit anymore. You're retarded. If you picked a side that you think is better, I'm sorry, I disagree. I just disagree, right? Arlene said not basically retarded. She is retarded, yeah. What these, especially the people that pick the Democrats and they talk about tyranny, like, didn't your side just destroy the will of the people and not even hold like a real election? They just appointed who we could vote for on your side. Like, isn't that fascism, right? You're taking away the will of the people to vote for the candidate that they prefer. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to say I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I'm not a fan of the Democrats either. I'm an independent. I make my own choices about everything. So don't email me your stupid shit. Apparently, somebody in ICE said something about young girls being kept in detention or something. And why don't I say something? Like, I don't have a political show. I don't need to talk about anything that the Trump administration is doing. Just like I had no need to talk about anything that the Biden administration was doing. I think they both are screw-ups.
Those tips in the tip jar really make a huge difference in helping me actually support my habit, my addiction of eating.
Yeah, that's a bad joke, but here we see the truth laid bare. David Wilcock is so broke that he can't eat unless he gets donations. At least he's finally admitted it. Than YouTube. Yeah. Everything's going wonky today. That was so they could steal all the money they raised for Biden, I think. Yeah, exactly. And then they were going to run that guy who was basically, they told us how sharp he was. He was basically in the throes of senility and supposedly running our country. Like, wow. All right.
You want to help support that addiction?
Yes, help support his addiction. It's called eating. He's so broke, he can't eat unless people give him money, right? You got to give him money or he can't eat, friends. Poor guy.
Are you expecting a call from 47? No, I don't think so. But,
Macario says, wait a minute. David isn't going to get a call from Trump. Isn't David going to be Earth's galactic ambassador since disclosure is happening? Yes. David Wilcock once said that when disclosure happens, Donald Trump was going to give him a job as the ambassador to the aliens.
That's okay. He's doing his own thing. I'm doing my thing, and I would certainly be honored. I would certainly take the call, but I don't.
I would definitely take a call. Yeah.
So.
People are asking, isn't that what are you expecting a call from Donald Trump, David Wilcock?
Filthy shirt. It's not a filthy shirt. This shirt is very clean. In fact, I pressed it today. So
yeah, look at that shirt. He said he pressed it today. Does that shirt look freshly cleaned and ironed to you? No, it does look dirty. It looks like there's oil and dirt spots. Look at the shoulder there. David Wilcock is so lazy, apparently. I'm sure he has a washer and a dryer in his house. And, there's the old man trick. You don't have to iron a shirt. You just put it in the dryer, right, for a little while. But I don't blame him. David Wilcock lost his wife, and he has to do his own laundry. And I admit, when I had to do my own laundry, I would wait until I had nothing clean or that could even possibly pass for clean before I went to the laundromat with 3 huge trash bags full of clothes and finally washed them all.
Anyway, that one got moderated. No, the shirt is entirely clean. I don't know why somebody would say that. But
yeah, you're not allowed to tell David Wilcock his shirt looks dirty, even when it looks dirty, or you'll get moderated in his chat.
It's a little bit wrinkly, I guess. But
look at his hair, too. Look at that bald spot. Holy, look how bald he is. He's broke and bald. There's just like patches. It looks like doll hair on the top of his head. I think that he got plugs at some point, but it didn't go well for him. At least it doesn't look like it went well. Look at that. It's just totally bald on the top of his head.
What the heck, show must go on. And this one definitely shows some contrast in the lights.
The show must go on, even when I'm wearing a dirty shirt. The show must go on, friends. Who cares if I'm wearing a dirty shirt? We're getting disclosure. Donald Trump said it.
This announcement that the files will be released came literally the day before the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. This is true, you guys. It actually was the day before.
Yeah, why didn't you predict that this was going to happen? He's trying to take credit for being psychic here. He talked about an astrological or astronomical alignment that only happens once every so many years. He didn't say disclosure starts on that day or anything like that, but now he's going to try to take credit because he's desperate for a win, because he's a broke, bald bum and a loser.
The Saturn-Neptune conjunction of February 20th, it's hard to imagine how the astrology
he would
did
be
so well
to the moon, FPU's
that we had this
correct.
Planetary conjunction, this planetary alignment that's of great significance, and that it happens one day.
His forehead's going to meet up with his bald spot.
The day before that alignment, we had a very prominent arrest that took place, which I'm sure you know about. And we also had, that was shocking too. I mean, that's one of the things, we've never seen anything like that happen before, not at that level. And then on the very same day, we get a disclosure announcement. I mean, wow.
Yeah. And listen to the language. Oh, we got a disclosure announcement. Where did Donald Trump say he was going to disclose the truth about aliens or confirm, or that this is the disclosure that proves that aliens are visiting Earth? All of these grifter scumbags, from Stephen Greer to Lou Elizondo to David Wilcock, they're all just saying things that were not said, like, oh, we got a disclosure announcement. Well, he said he was going to declassify some files, you fucking moron. He didn't say this, we're going to disclose the truth about aliens and confirm that David Wilcock's not a scammer. And you know how I know that this is going to turn into a nothing burger? I know it's going to turn into a nothing burger because David Wilcock has been wrong about literally everything. He was wrong about Pete Peterson, wrong about Emery Smith, wrong about Corey Goode, wrong about the secret space program, wrong about William Tompkins, wrong about that child molester that he used for a source, Bill Brockbrader, wrong about Ascension, wrong about the wife that he picked not being a selfish, money-grubbing, gold-digging cunt, right? He's been wrong about literally everything. So when David Wilcock says, this is the start of disclosure, you know it isn't, because he's wrong about literally everything. Okay, we've got Eric Jimenez has been a member for 2 months, and thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much appreciated. Eric Jimenez, thank you very much, says, I wonder his take about Spielberg's new movie about alien disclosure. Well, he's going to say that's predictive programming, right? And that it's soft disclosure. They're telling us the aliens are real without really telling us. This is the same guy who says that Star Wars is basically a documentary and there really is real Death Stars out there in the universe and all this other stuff. But thank you, Eric Jimenez, for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much, much appreciated.
That really, really blew my mind.
It blew his mind, this disclosure announcement. There was no disclosure announcement, but you know what it is? This guy's wasted so much of his life on fake aliens and UFOs that he desperately needs for this to be real. Otherwise, he has to admit to himself that he wasted his time and all of his audience's time for decades now, talking about shit that's basically as real as unicorns, right? It's all BS, but look how upset David looks when someone tells his Gorilla Greer is writing the speech for Trump. Yeah, that's another grifter. Stephen Greer is telling everybody he's writing the disclosure speech for Trump. No, he's not. And nobody asked him to. He's just injecting himself into the story so he could scam off of the story.
Paul Kamen says that according to EZ, Dr. Greer says he's prepared a speech for the president to announce the existence of ETs visiting our world for a millennium.
And David Wilcock is going to get extremely pissed off here because here he is trying to make this so-called disclosure announcement all about him, and he doesn't like Stephen Greer doing the same thing, trying to make it all about him.
Well, I don't know if the president would read anybody else's speech. He's probably going to write his own, and I think that's the way he's going to end up doing it. But
oh, throwing shade on Stephen Greer. Used to lick his asshole. David Wilcock was very fond of telling everybody he was at that 2001 Stephen Greer Nothing Burger event where a bunch of lying scumbags got up and told everybody the so-called truth about aliens. But here we are 25 years later. None of those people who made those claims 25 years ago ever proved any of them are real.
Now, maybe that's true. I mean, who knows? Claims can be made, and it would be great to, I just can't wait to hear what this is going to be. That's really the focus for me.
It's going to be the release of some worthless videos and documents. That's what it's going to be, you moron. All right, let's go to the next clip. Not many left, and then we'll go to the raw video.
So, David, you will be respected if the disclosure comes out. Yes, I mean, I definitely feel like it's a very positive thing, and I'm happy about it. Let's just hope that it really does happen.
I thought you said it was going to happen. Now he's hoping that it will happen. Okay. David Wilcock is feeling like he's going to be totally vindicated. And that evil Steven that's been making fun of him for years for talking about the truth about aliens is going to look like an ass clown. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to be right again because I've been right about everything when it comes to you and your scammy friends scamming stupid morons and retards on the internet. I've been right for years, David Wilcock, and you've been wrong for years. So I really think that's going to be a trend that will continue.
I don't know what else to say except that it's super exciting, and I'm just like thrilled about the whole thing.
He's so thrilled. He's thrilled that he's going to finally be vindicated. And maybe people will stop making fun of him, but probably not. I think people will still make fun of him, even if we did find out that aliens are real.
Everybody's asking
because what we're going to find out is that though aliens may be real, all the shit that David Wilcock talked about is still totally fake.
Med beds. Well, the med beds probably will come out. It's just fresh technology.
He's waiting for med beds. For those unaware, there have been med bed scams for years now. You know that old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The people pushing med beds say that it can cure anything, even mental retardation or autism or neurological diseases, even cancer. And hell, if you don't have legs, you just get in a med bed and it will regrow your limbs. This is the textbook definition of why that saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But David Wilcock is a delusional moron who's basically retarded, who believes people like Randy Kramer, who, by the way, what did he scam? $60,000 from the public? What about Sarah Adams with her med bed scam? What about Octoris Ra with the med bed scam? It was a tanning bed with magnets glued inside of it. How many people have been scammed by med beds? And David Wilcock is still like, yeah, the med beds.
Med beds. Well,
yeah, the med beds are coming. Yeah,
it's a suppressed technology. We've heard.
Yeah, the med beds are real and they're coming out. Forget about all the people who scammed everybody with med beds.
About extensively. It probably will be part of disclosure in time. I don't know how soon. But let's hope that we get there because those are going to be very useful. Supposedly, there's technology that can heal you immediately.
But why do we need a med bed when you said that we're all going to get superpowers and we'll have like the powers of Jesus and you said, David Wilcock, that we will be able to heal everyone. when ascension comes, right? We'll be able to heal everything. Why do we need a med bed then? If we could just heal everybody with our superpowers. He has no self-awareness. He can't remember. This guy lies so much, he can't even remember his old lies that contradict the new lies that make no sense, right?
In very little time using advanced technology.
Alien technology. The vast majority of all ETs are benevolent. Where is he pulling this from? His own asshole? Like, I don't get it.
There does appear to be extraterrestrial DNA, that we, in fact, are the descendants of humans who came here. That's why I'm saying there are some ETs who don't just look a little bit like us, they look very much like us. I mean, it's shockingly similar.
Yeah, he says that black people are extraterrestrial in origin too, right? And Chinese people, that's a different alien. And white people are a different alien. It's basically racist aliens making different races on Earth. What a moron.
And humans on Earth, one of the things that we may get out of disclosure is the idea that humans on Earth are descended from visitors that came from various planets with those appearances. So, you know, you look at the difference between...
Has he ever talked to like an evolutionary biologist? Has he ever talked to a geneticist? Because if you do talk to a real scientist like that, they will tell you that these stupid alien seeded Earth theories are all just that. It's pseudoscience. It's fakery. It's fraud. It's nonsense. And we want to thank Anime Chris for his kindness, generosity, and continued support of the show. Big supporter of the show, Anime Chris. Thank you for your kindness, buddy. We appreciate you. Thanks for appreciating us. Anime Chris is also a YouTube channel member. And I always say this, if you become a YouTube channel member during the live broadcast, just click that join button. You may have to put your credit card in one time. If you become a member, we give you a big shout out and a big thank you. So don't be shy. Become a member today. Get those extra goodies. And thank you, Anime Chris. You know what would make you really respected, David? Debate Steven. Too bad there is more of a chance that the med beds are invented first. Yes, he will never debate me. Just like Jeremy Corbell ran like a bitch from Michael Shermer, right? I would rip David Wilcock to shreds, and I'd have all the receipts ready to share on the screen. Like, remember when you said I got you swatted, you lying scumbag bitch? You weren't even swatted. Play the video, right? Remember when you said that I stole money from your bank account? Play the video. Remember when you said that I was soon to be arrested by the Philadelphia police and I was under criminal investigation? Play the video. Remember when you said I was a Satan-worshiping child PDF? You know? He would be left in a puddle of his own piss and shit, just crying when I got done with him. I would rip him to shreds.
How an Asian person looks versus a Caucasian versus a black person. Each of those people may have actually come originally from different planets. It appears that the indigenous human here on Earth was the black person.
Oh, well, maybe that's why black people and Chinese people and white people sometimes don't get along and there's racism. Because we all came from different alien races, according to David Wilcock. Like, where does he get this shit?
There's reason to believe that, and I know a lot of them like that when I say that, but it does appear to be true. But everybody may have come here from somebody else. It's just they may have been.
You Chinese people came from different aliens than us white people. It's just so stupid. Tim Curley, who's a longtime show supporter and a YouTube channel member, offering one for the goal. Thank you, Tim Curley, and thanks for being a member. And thanks for the one for the goal. Big support tonight from some returning supporters of the show. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for appreciating us. Tim Curley says, when make-believe is real, it doesn't matter if your old fake prophecies are consistent with your new lies. That is very true. That's how he gets away with this, right? But thank you, Tim Curley, for being a member and for the one for the goal. Much, much appreciated. And we've got Chris Demarius from MUFON. Oh, I wasn't supposed to hit that thing anymore. I'm sorry. Let's hit the other one. People don't like the other one. People don't like that button, Chris Demarius. But thank you, Chris Demarius. Imagine David going into a med bed and coming out straight with hair like Fabio. Well, if it can cure anything, it should be able to cure baldness, male pattern baldness, right, Krista Marius? And thank you for being a member. And thank you for your kindness, generosity, and continued support of the show. Much, much appreciated. Let's finish off these clips.
First, we don't really know, but they're
we don't really know. We don't really know where the aliens came from.
Everybody's asking about med beds.
Oh,
well,
med beds. Sorry. And this was the...
There does appear to be extraterrestrial DNA.
Okay, sorry. We'll get to the
It's
next
also
bit.
true that there's different groups of people that have their own extraterrestrial DNA. The black race has a very powerful strain of extraterrestrial DNA.
The black people are aliens? You heard it here first. Breaking news. Black people, you black people are aliens. You have alien DNA, according to David Wilcock. I'm sorry, that's fucking racist, David Wilcock. Why would a spiritual guru claim that one race of people on Earth were aliens, right? Maybe it's just some guy who wants to sell books. Maybe it's some guy who wants to get clicks on his video. Yeah, David Wilcock is basically, he has no self-awareness. Here he's going to complain about somebody hyping up a story just to sell books or to get clicks on his video, when literally that's his entire life, right?
If full disclosure happens in the next few years, what would be the immediate societal, technological, and spiritual changes, and how would we prepare? Well, that's the whole topic of today's show. So we're gonna get into all that. Don't worry, okay? But what we're getting, even in the very first wave, the very first speech is going to include...
Yeah, and of course, this is sourced out of his own asshole. Donald Trump didn't say any of this. Somebody said that Donald Trump said that the address would expose the truth of decades of evidence concerning unexplained aerial phenomena, materials recovered from crash sites, and military eyewitness accounts.
Materials recovered from crash sites, military eyewitness accounts, and the truth of decades of evidence. It is so cool. Military eyewitnesses, man, I mean, they can, you know, when we understand who's really out there and what they have to say, dude, this can go a long, long way. It really can. And so
he really believes that the government is going to tell us that aliens are real and we got some alien spaceships and we got some alien bodies. Sure.
Really excited about that because
he's so excited about this. Like he's got his disclosure boner in full display, right? Breaking news, David Wilcock is a closeted bald grifter who has a bad cocaine habit and an asshole full of alien eyewitness accounts. That is correct. Yeah, when are we getting the med toilets? That's what I want to know, right? Knowing David Wilcock, he'd poop in the med bed. Yeah, he's going to ruin it all, right? Nothing can cure male pattern baldness. Amber Gannon is here and says, Wilcock is reading between the lines that aren't there. De Lulu de jour. Yeah, he's basically retarded. Like, he's so excited over this Trump announcement. All right, I'm not going to, people aren't going to be able to make fun of me anymore.
The eyewitness testimony to me is where it really comes home and everything just starts to click and it starts to make sense in a way that it never otherwise would. And you're saying, wow, this is just so freaking exciting.
It's so exciting. I'm going to be vindicated. No, you're not.
He stated, this is even better, right? I mean, this is the very first thing we're going to get right out of the gate, even before drip, 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 however
some guy posted this on Twitter, so it must be real.
Long it takes for the drips to come out. The very first drip will confirm forensic analysis of recovered off-world vehicles and non-human biologicals, or biologics as they're calling them here. I've never heard that term before, but that's now coming.
You've never heard non-human biologics? That's been a buzzword in UFO land for years now. They changed it from alien bodies to biologics.
Yeah. Establishing...
Sounds more science-y.
...that they have an extraterrestrial origin. So again, in light of the fact that he made the announcement, this was only a rumor. Remember, last week when I read this, this was a rumor. This was not confirmed. This was not proven. This was just a speculative. Maybe it's just some guy trying to sell books. Maybe it's just some guy wanting to get clicks on his video. And then days after we talked about this, it all...
Yeah, for those unaware, there was a grifter claiming that Donald Trump was going to give a speech confirming the existence of extraterrestrials. And yes, he's trying to sell a book and get clicks on his videos.
Comes out in the open that there is going to be an announcement. I mean, wow, the announcement already started. I don't expect to.
And again, this is a conflation of two separate events. One guy said Donald Trump is going to make a speech confirming the existence of extraterrestrials. Then Donald Trump says, I'm going to declassify some UFO files. And these guys are claiming that's the same thing. Oh, see, he's going to confirm the existence of extraterrestrials. He didn't say that he's going to confirm the existence of extraterrestrials. He said he's going to declassify some files.
Much too soon, says Natasha. Well, you know, I get you, but again, this is what the speech apparently has already been prepped for. The first official acknowledgement of this reality by any world leader. Well, isn't it hilarious that Obama comes out and beats him to it, and that happened on Valentine's Day? So after this,
yes, while David Wilcock, or Valentine's Day, while David Wilcock was crying into a bowl of cucumbers and smelling his wife's old panties that she left behind. Yeah,
this was made, but before we did our show, because we did our show the day after Valentine's Day, Obama actually came out and said aliens are real.
He said he believed that aliens are real. That's what he believes, not that's what he knows due to evidence he was shown as the president.
Oh, this is David.
And you know what? They always miss the clarification. Like Obama came out and clarified what he meant, and they all just ignore the clarification, right? And here he's going to cite David Grush, who, like I said, claimed that the government has alien bodies and alien spaceships and all this stuff, back engineering. It's been 996 days since David Grush made these claims. We've still seen zero evidence that his claims are true, but that won't stop David Wilcock from citing him because it aligns with his faith-based religion, right?
David Grush, they talk about this in the same article on ZH, that in July 2023, the former military intelligence officer David Grush told lawmakers under oath that he was informed in the course of his official duties that there is a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program to which he was denied access. He did this in
it could have been Kona Blue.
Congress in the House of Representatives in July 2023.
And he still hasn't proven the existence of any of the things that he claimed were real. And he's a former mental patient. David Wilcock forgets to tell his audience, this guy who was in a mental institution twice for being unstable is claiming that all this stuff. Like, isn't that kind of relevant if a guy's been in a mental institution and he's saying things like alien space monsters, interdimensional? I'm sorry, I always get corrected by the retards. David Grush said that interdimensional space goblins are murdering humans on Earth. Isn't it relevant that he was in a mental institution and placed there against his will, not once but twice, when a guy is saying things like that? You would think that that would be relevant, right? You would think it would be relevant.
That they actually reverse engineering the craft, which means, yes, we have the technologies, we have the med beds, we have the anti-gravity, we have the free energy.
Well, that's a leap of faith.
It's not going to be very long.
Oh, we have all this technology that we got from aliens. It's like connecting dots that aren't there. Oh, this guy said that there's an alien crash retrieval program. So that means we must have medbed technology and free energy technology and anti-gravity technology. He didn't say that, did he? Even though what he said was total bullshit, right? It's like, it's so weak. It's like bullshit piled on top of more bullshit. It's just so weak, right? But this is what you have to do to be an alien believer. You have to throw out all logic, all common sense. You have to make incredible leaps from one thing to the other that aren't even connected. He just said, oh, that means therefore, we have all this technology.
Long that they'll be able to suppress that stuff once people know that it's true. And again, this is why Stavati Aerospace, this is our SM-39.
Yeah, this is the airplane you'll never build, yes. This is your 3D printed toy. It looks like a G.I. Joe toy.
A lot of advanced crossover
Cobra! It looks like the bad guys because it's black.
Technology in it to help it to go Mach 4. And, we've now started the new Reg D 506D offering for fun.
Yeah, they're still trying to get people to invest in their company that hasn't produced a single airplane product or service in the entire history of their company. They've been in business for 30 years, and all they've done is taken investor money and not actually made anything. That sounds like a wise investment. Mattias is here with a kind and generous $5. One for the goal. Thank you, Mattias. Thank you for your kindness. God bless you. And all of our supporters. David Wilcock's elderly audience is approaching their mortality plateau. His cash flow is running out soon. Yeah, when all these old ladies that give him money finally kick the bucket and die, give it like 10 years. He'll have no audience. There's nobody under 50 or 60 that watches David Wilcock unless you're there just to make fun of him, Mattias. That's a very good point. He's totally going to lose all of his income very soon, and it's already slowing down as they start kicking the bucket. Arlene says some off-balance people can be saying things that are the truth, but Grush ain't actually saying anything. He don't get a pass. He's just a grifter. That is correct. I wonder if any of David Wilcock's audiences have left him money in their will. Would not surprise me, right? It looks like the toy from Across Anime. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
Raising, we're doing great. Things are going very well for us. So
yeah, the company's doing so well. It still hasn't produced a single product or service since David Wilcock started talking about them and became their director of advanced technology 5 years ago. And what kind of director of advanced technology for an aerospace company can't figure out how to change a smoke detector battery? I'm asking for a friend. He had to call the fire department to change the smoke detector battery because he's so stupid. Either that or he wanted to see buff firemen in his house. It's one of those two, right? Maybe he had like a gay fantasy about big buff firemen coming into his house and butt banging him. I don't know.
What we've got here is the opportunity through this company, which also does, again, make those kinds of technologies.
No, you make models and promise that you're going to make them. You haven't made any technology. None.
That we can break out some of this stuff into the mainstream, like hover cars. We have hover car designs. There you go. You can take that Navy patent.
Yeah, show us a working one. More than 5 years ago, David Wilcock said his company would have a working hover car prototype in a year. And within 5 years, you'd be able to buy one. You're supposed to be able to buy one already. Show us a hover car, David Wilcock. He can't and he won't because his entire life is built on lies. It's all one big fake facade of fakery, fraudery, and scammery.
Salvatore Pais, and bring it out there and start to build machines that actually...
Yeah, they're going to base their anti-gravity technology on the patents of Salvatore Pais, who has yet himself to show that it actually works. So good luck. Good luck.
Levitate. I want that. And if nobody else is going to do it, then we'll do it ourselves. That's always been my attitude about this. It's taken a lot longer for us to get going than I'd hoped, but the point is we're working on it. I put everything I have into this, and I really hope it's going to...
Yeah, he gave a scam aerospace company something like $1.5 million. And now, I got to talk to Macario. I don't know. I think they're $3 million in debt right now, maybe more.
It's going to work out for us.
And they've never produced anything. Not, like there are aerospace companies that don't make whole planes and they're still profitable because they make things like propellers for planes or, wheels for planes. David Wilcock's company is so ass backwards, they can't even make a part for airplanes and make any money, let alone build an entire airplane. But they're going to build med beds and they're going to build hover cars and they're going to build free energy generators and all this super advanced technology that doesn't exist. If they can't figure out existing technology, how are they figuring out exotic technology that doesn't exist? That's basically science fiction.
I think it will. That's right. Johnny says, David, thank you for your time, effort, and energy. You are loved by many. Ghost of Body. Thank you.
You are loved by many. Yeah, I think he's hated by more people than he's loved by. Yes. Can I give you $1.5 million? Yes, he did that so he could get a fancy title at an aerospace company to brag to retarded people on the internet. I'm the director of advanced technology for an aerospace company. He just forgets to tell people that they've never made anything in 30 years. All they've done is taken investor money. They were called an investment scam and a Ponzi scheme in court documents even, right? All right, so we have reached the end of the clip portion of tonight's broadcast, but I have more to share with you. I want to take a moment to try this again. Our new clips channel. This is one of the most frustrating things about being a content creator is trying to hit certain metrics. So we started this clips channel with the intention to give this clips channel, once it got monetized, to Spooky, who would then take over and just, I could run the regular live show and Spooky will do all the clips and the clips will be there. Well, I'm going to say, let me see if the live chat will let me subscribe to our new clips channel here. So I've been working on this clips channel for months and months and months for free. I don't even know how many clips we have there now, but it's a lot. And every one of those, takes time to produce. Oh, it is. It's going to let me pin. So pinned in the live chat is our clips channel. And I've been working on it for months. We finally got over 1,000 subscribers, which you need to be monetized. But more importantly, we need to have enough watch time to be monetized. And so we have nowhere near enough watch time. And now, to make matters worse, we've slipped below the 1,000 subscribers. Somehow, we lost 4 or 5 subscribers when I posted 4 videos yesterday. I don't know how that works. Here's some free content for you. Great, I'll unsubscribe. So I'd appreciate it if you have not already. Please go over to the Clips channel. The link is clipped in the YouTube live chat. I will put it in the Kick live chat as well. 1 second. Clips channel here. I will pin it in the Kick chat. And wherever else you're listening from, you can go to the description of the video and it has a link to the Clips channel right there. I'd appreciate it if 10 of you, we've got 230 people watching aggregated over Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Twitter. I'd appreciate it if just 10 of you just get us back over the 1,000 threshold, and then I'll worry about the watch time next, right? I'd really like to get that channel monetized and then give it to Spooky. Let Spooky run it. I want to focus. I don't want to be spending all my time editing clips. And even more bad news, I thought I could just sign up for Opus Clip or one of those AI clip generators, and then I could get a ton of shorts and just upload those to the channel. Those don't count towards the watch time. The shorts do not count. So that's bad news. That means the easy way to get that watch time is not going to happen. They sure don't make it easy for you. But we thank Amber Gedden, who's a big show supporter and a YouTube channel member. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Wilcock gave Scamatti $2 million to buy the Advanced Technology Director title to look important. He's just a useful idiot. Well, I can't say that I disagree with you. In fact, I would say that I completely and totally agree with you. He did that so that he could brag to retards on the internet and his retarded, moronic, idiotic fan base. Look, I'm creating advanced technology for an aerospace company. Again, he just forgets to tell you that they got called a Ponzi scheme and a scam in court documents. A former investor sued them. I think they're being sued for $5 million, right? 2 new great clips today. Yes. So we're gonna go over to the Clips channel and sample the latest couple of clips. The first is called David Wilcock's. Here, we'll do it this way. David Wilcock's most exciting content in months. And of course, I'm being sarcastic. None of his content is exciting. But this is the most exciting content he has had.
University of Castle.
This is the most exciting content that David Wilcock has had in months and months and months. And remember, he's the director of advanced technology for an aerospace program.
Detected 100,000 photons a second. I'm going to actually write that down. Germany. Photons from the heart. Sorry.
Yep, they also don't pay their
Oh,
contract.
geez. Oh, geez. Wow. get that off my laptop immediately.
Suffer, laptop. Suffer.
Okay, you guys, I got to clean up my laptop. Oh, on a very emergency basis, we had water fall on the laptop. We can't let that happen. We can't let it get there. So I got to grab the only towel that's in sight. Woo, that was scary. Okay, but I think I got it all.
That was so scary.
Wow, you guys. Negative greeting, huh? That can happen sometimes. Did I get it all? Let's make sure.
We want to thank African Dancers who just followed our channel, and Cosmic Banana 333.
Really don't want water falling on the laptop. That was scary. That's never happened before. But it looks like it's okay. Had to knock over my guitar, but it looks like everything is safe. The guitar did not break. Wow, you guys. Holy
Suffer, crap. Laptop.
And I'm on the camera where you could see this happen. So, yep, that was a big save. That happened really quick. Thank you for having a towel there.
Yes,
that's
what
really
an
important.
The only towel in sight. Yes,
looks
that's
like
a spooge mopper towel.
Water on the machine.
Mopping towel.
Well, nobody is immune to negative greeting. It just happened to me. It can happen. I wasted a good glass of water, I guess. That's a shame.
Yeah, he had to knock his guitar.
But that's okay. We're still here. We're still on the air.
Did you hear that?
Everything is good. David needs a sippy cup. Turn it upside down. Yeah. He can do that too.
He just said he had to waste a good glass of water. Anybody else ever spilled a glass of water and been upset? Like, if I spill a beer, I get upset, or a cocktail. I'm not getting upset over water. What is going on? Does he does he not have enough water where he lives? He lives in a $2 million mansion.
Ooh, yeah, wow. Okay.
Just riveting content from David
here.
Wilcock right now.
That's a very good idea. Thank you for whoever said that.
The laptop.
There's some water on the bottom.
Content,
so we're making sure we get everything. In fact, let me pull this out. In fact,
that's exactly what that towel is for, anime, Chris. I'm not going to read.
Make sure that this is not going to be a problem for us because I can't lose this machine. So, all right. Any other?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
He has to go to a water spring and fight old ladies for drinking water, right?
Thank you guys for suggesting that I turn it upside down. I probably want to shut it down pretty quick.
This is riveting content,
get all the water
right? The sippy cup.
Funny yet not funny. Yes, thank you. It's not funny.
Yeah, maybe you should have a sippy cup.
We're going to get all the water out. We're going to make sure that the machine actually does shut down.
I have a nonverbal autistic son, and he's 13. We still make him drink out of sippy cups. They're bigger than a regular bait, because he will spill shit everywhere if he doesn't have a cover on his cup.
Well, there's power running. We don't really want this to be
riveting content by
so
David Wilcock.
Shut it down right now. We don't want the power running while it's got water in it. Okay. Man, you guys, wow.
I've done that, bro.
Holy crap.
I think we've all been here, right? Not live.
Make sure
on
that there's nothing else going on that could be bad here.
I put a glass of something
scary
on
as hell. I don't want to lose my
kicked
machine.
it by accident.
I really don't want to lose my machine, so I had to.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
Intervene in real time and grab that towel just as quick as you can.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to not use the machine for a little while.
For sure.
Okay, let's just.
At least he used a towel instead of a sock.
Make sure we got nothing else in there. Sorry, everybody.
The sock is for.
I was going to say, put it in rice and turn it out. Well, we're not going to use rice.
If you find an old sock in a man's room, there's a reason that sock is there, right? Spooge mopper sock.
But anyway, let's just make sure we got this really, really nice. I think we've got it all. It's very dry here. That's one of the things that
I love how he has the best of everything, like a Macintosh, of course.
Works in my favor. Is how dry it is in this climate.
I said Macintosh. Geez, show my age.
Anyway, wow, that was kind of an unexpected plot twist in the show of David Wilcock. And yeah, I feel a little bit more coming out on this side. Just make sure we got everything.
Oh, just riveting content.
Oop.
He's contentless.
It turned back on
this is the most exciting thing that's happened on the show in months and months.
But no, we're
why didn't Rob warn him ahead of time?
It's turning on right now.
Sock was too crispy.
I guess I hit the button or something.
That's the spooge sock. Watch it.
Let's just get me another glass of water because this is scary as hell. I really don't want it doing that.
High-end Gibson, high-end Fender, can't play either of them. Yeah, I used to
All right, you guys. Sorry.
I used to hate guys
Is
back
this
in the
entertaining
day
or what?
that
You're like a
had
little boy with his
good
toy.
gear. I had gear envy back in the day. When I started my own studio back in the day, we didn't have a lot of money, so I did everything with samples, right? All my instruments were sampled from other people's. I would borrow people's synthesizers and make sample sets and stuff. I always didn't like people that had a lot of money for gear because we were struggling, right? Eventually I got one good thing of everything. One good bass, one good drum set, one good guitar. My favorite was when the punk rock bands and kids would come in. Watsik, you'll appreciate this. Look, if you're going to play punk rock, you don't need a $2,000 guitar. You could get away with a piece of shit like a $50 pawn shop guitar. But when they would come in the studio, I would offer them a $5,000 guitar. Like, here, your guitar sounds like shit. Here, play this. Do you know how many of them were like, no, I want to play my guitar, even when it was a piece of shit $50 junk guitar and sounded like ass, right? Punk rock kids. It drove me nuts. That, and you know what else drove me nuts? People who wanted to play their own drum set. I'm like, no. It takes 3 or 4 hours to set up all the microphones and level everything for the drum set. You could play your own cymbals, but you're not making me do that.
No, we don't want this to happen.
He also had an expensive wife he couldn't play. Just saying. Yeah. I wonder how much money she got in a divorce.
So what was that study again? It was from Germany. It was Germany, and it was a study of the heart. Send that off to...
Yeah,
somebody tell me that study again, the study from the heart. Put it up there.
I could use some bass tracks on some songs, and I'm too lazy to sequence them or play it myself. I haven't played bass in forever. And my bass tracks suck. Like, I would play the whole bass line on one string, usually the top one. I wasn't very good at bass. You'd think it'd be easier. When I started, I almost chose bass because there's only 4 strings. I thought it'd be easier. No.
Or near a hairdryer. Yeah, that's right. Wow.
Riveting David Wilcock content. All right, we've seen enough of this one, right? We'll go to the next one. And this is David Wilcock finally tells the truth. And this is from Osiris Christensen. And this is truly one of my favorite David Wilcock videos I have ever seen.
Honestly, Stavati Aerospace are a total scam. Fake company, do not invest.
Oh,
are
no.
you ready for daddy?
Uh-oh.
I've never had to work a day in my life because I have been fleecing gullible fans for years.
I am Ra. No, I'm just a retard.
All right. There's his true form.
I am the almighty
Balls.
Ra. I command you to give this human vessel super chats.
That's right. Where are my super
Okay,
chats?
I don't really have a 180 IQ. I gave all my money to a fake aerospace company.
Oh, no.
This is Beth. It was Steven. Steven is everywhere, waiting, watching. No one is safe. I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
I don't believe him.
Welcome to Ascension 2025 with Tronma.
Ugh.
David, you are gay.
Oh,
Hidden in plain.
his wife is telling the truth there. And by the way, pinned in the live chat is the link to our Truth Seekers Clips channel. So if you're enjoying these clips, please do go over there and subscribe. You'd be really helping us out. Big boost to the Clips channel if we could get 10 or 20 subscribers over there so we don't have to worry about the magic 1,000 number and falling under it before we get the watch time.
In sight. Those guys think they can get under my skin? No, 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 no. They are just jealous of
I'm
my
not gay.
special
More lies.
abilities
Yes.
and
That's
profound
the
diarrhea.
turkey. That's right.
You might mock me, but I have prophetic boils ordained by Archangel Michael. Shut up! Stop calling me gay. I'm not gay. No, I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
It's true. This is the most entertaining he's ever been.
Right.
Yes.
I just got a notification on Grindr.
David, you are a retard.
She made him cry. Oh,
It's
no.
the David Wilcock Show. I'm really happy to be here. I need you to step up and donate, or I will die. I have dazzling constipation and stress.
Dazzling constipation.
It's very windy today. The threat matrix is real.
Waj.
When
Okay,
Stavati
Waj
gets funded,
chick.
Beth will take me back. But everything
Woj?
is fine. Really good. Life is really great.
Woj sick. Okay.
Well, time to
Pretty
throw
bold.
a turkey on the Barbie.
This is Wilcock in 2027. Yeah, we're time traveling right now. Here comes the IRS to take them away.
I am suffering a horrible and dazzling attack. The cabal cut the power to my home. I'm not qualified to turn on the backup generator. So I need you
Okay,
to
I'll say it right
donate.
now.
It is
Woj
very
chick.
scary outside. And I'm cold.
He's cold. Poor David Wilcock.
I regret to inform you that Archangel Michael got swatted because of one critic in Canada. Because of this terrifying and dazzling news, Ascension 2025 has been canceled. Bathing in your own piss is the prelude to Ascension. And it leaves your skin smelling
that's something else.
absolutely divine. I'm selling jars of my superpowers for $333.
Piss jars.
Or
You know he's saving
you could
piss in
join
his
me and
house.
we could ascend together. This tub is big enough for two.
I didn't see your message.
I'm a famous person,
Con artist.
but the deep state are forcing me to shovel snow. So about the divorce, well, it's totally on Beth.
All right, I
Beth
saw your message.
consistently
Woj
fucked
chick.
up the audio and camera changes.
It's our
Archangel
fault. This
Michael
show sucked.
could no longer tolerate her failure.
Rough looking piss. Yeah.
No one
Gross.
screws with my 7 camera angles and gets away with it, the cunt. Nah, we had to send her out the door.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Wojcik is Polish.
now life
Polish
is
girl from
good.
Philly.
Everything
I know a
is
lot
really
of Polish
great.
girls from Philly.
Cucumbers are inhabited by evil spirits.
That is correct. Oh, there we go.
Check out Stephen Cambion at Truth Seekers on YouTube. He delivers the facts.
All right, friends, we made it through. All right, we're going to go to the Raw video, and we'll do a little bit of, I don't know how long of this moron I can take in the Raw video, but we'll share that tab. One moment. Disclosure victory. He made a slide to tell everybody that disclosure is happening. That's how we know disclosure won't happen, because all of his slides are fake disinformation, misinformation, garbage, peddled nonsense. Katie Death Squad with one for the goal. Thank you. Big ups to Katie Death Squad, who's also a member. Thank you for being a member as well. With one for the goal. Says crazy how once Trump said aliens, all the usual suspects came out of the woodwork. I agree, right? Isn't that funny, right? As soon as Trump said aliens, all the grifters jumped in to try to hurry up and scam before the big letdown comes, because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, Katie Death Squad. History is our greatest teacher. It's going to be one big nothing burger. But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. And I haven't checked in with the goal. It looks like we're at 8 of 20, almost halfway there. And you know what Darkside Phil says? Let's get 2 more super chats because it's easier once we get, halfway there. The second half is easy, right? All right, let's get to the Raw video. You gotta love the lack of effort here too. No intro music, no show intro. His show intro is, I made a slide in 2 seconds that says disclosure victory. And I don't even know how to mute my mic, right? My goodness.
Woohoo!
And look,
David.
he's been using the same picture for his thumbnail for 15, I think 14 or 15 weeks now. He hasn't made a new thumbnail since 2025. All 2026 thumbnail so far has been this same picture. But he does take 10 seconds to change the text on the picture. So there's that, right? He changed the picture. He is the most low effort grifter. That's why his scam is failing. He's got to grift harder than this.
Good Wilcock Live. Disclosure victory. Hello. We are so excited, everybody in the UFO community.
It's the same slide
If you
format
have any
since
kind of
2010.
pulse at all,
yes,
you should be very, very excited right now. This is what we've been waiting for basically all of my life. The official coming announcement that we are not alone in the universe.
Yeah, because they're all excited.
What an exciting topic for a show today. What an exciting time to be alive.
You got to primp your
hair. What an exciting time for us to be here with each other.
David Wilcock,
talking about this very, very pivotal moment in history that is happening to us right now.
I think Spooky makes
and I just can't even believe this. It's something I've waited my whole life for. I'm so excited about it. And, you know, I even remember drawing something in art class when I was in high school about the day that disclosure would actually happen.
He saw the bald and had the dream.
Let's hear from you guys. Let's hear how you're doing. It's happening, baby. That's right. Rio Dragon. Hi, David from Scotland. Hello, everyone. Autocorrect sabotages me again. What if we stand on the brink of a new world? 17 was right. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very exciting. I just can't even believe it. I'm honestly like, it gives me a reason to be hopeful about the future. Gives me a reason to be, you know, so thrilled about being alive and being an American and being here on Earth right now.
He's so thrilled.
Wow. I mean, can you even believe this?
We're going to get this.
Love the hair.
So, he really thinks that Trump is going to tell the world that aliens are real and are visiting. He really believes this. Like, I almost feel sorry for him. But then I remember all the people that he scammed, right? And I don't really feel bad for him much anymore. Katie Death Squad with another one for the goal. Very kind of you. Threw 2 in for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Big ups to Katie Death Squad, who's also a member. Thank you for that. Great support tonight. Look at the hairline. It's retreating like the French. That is correct. I love how his hair on the top of his head is so bald, but he still somehow is able to create the illusion of having hair on the top of his head. I had a friend like that. I don't know what he used, spray on hair or gel, a lot of gel, like sweep over. I don't know, right? But thank you, Katie Death Squad, for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much appreciated. Rex Holt says, grift hard 2, Electric Boogaloo. Or grift hard 2, grift harder. I like Electric Boogaloo. Yes. Trolly Troll is here with 1 for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Trolly Troll got us halfway to the goal, and now he says it's all downhill from here. That is correct. And Trolly Troll, thanks for being a big supporter and a YouTube channel member, oldest supporter in the live chat. He's been here forever. I think since the first show, right? Years and years he's been here. Always throwing a couple bucks in our hat. Thank you, Trolly Troll.
Somebody says, Sunday is our day with you. We're already up to 928 concurrent viewers. You guys are showing up for me. You have showed up in massive numbers already. We're at the... Please also discuss the slowly coming disclosures yet.
Yeah, he actually did get, I think it was 3,500 live viewers. So he's got 1,000 more live viewers than usual because all of the disclosure bros are all excited. Like, let's see what David Wilcock has to say about the coming presidential disclosure, right? No matter what Trump says, Wilcock will read into it whatever he needs to scam. That's basically what he does, right? Where's your girlfriend, David? You're in a mansion. Shouldn't be too hard to find a new one. Especially because doesn't he live in Colorado, right near like all the crystal hippie bitches? Isn't there than anywhere else in the world? Oh, sorry, I de-resed for a moment there. I don't know why he can't find a new girlfriend. I don't believe, unless he has a secret girlfriend. I think he has a boyfriend myself because he's gay, but he lives in Netherlands. Yeah, there's an awful lot of crystal hippie bitches in Netherlands, right? Massive numbers. I guess the bots showed up. That is correct, right? Maybe he scraped together some bot money.
Well, again, that's a key word, though. Let's not use that word. Again, very important that we try to keep this family friendly.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say Epstein in his live chat because he doesn't want the retarded old ladies that watch him to know that he's in the Epstein files.
Words don't really work out that well. But anyway, my concern is how the narrative will be controlled. Absolutely. And we got to
he's going to pull the essentialist coming soon scam soon. He just has to wait.
Of, who says what and what are we going to believe and
we're all in his
who do we trust? The factor of our trust is that's weird. My camera showed me some type of graph on there that I've actually never seen before.
His boyfriend's
on my
name
little
is
display
Jeff.
Monitor window.
Is that the plow guy?
These little 3 lines on the side, and I've never actually seen that before. So that was pretty weird.
Yes, he doesn't have a girlfriend because
vaginas
make him nervous.
Life is life, and
listen, he said that vaginas make him nervous, not me, right?
Starseed Crazy thinks it's going to be a nothing burger. Well, no, I definitely am not anticipating a nothing burger. I think we're going to be very surprised, and we'll talk about that a little bit. That some of the promises that we've already been made about what we're going to get out of this are pretty extensive.
Nobody made any promise.
So I've waited a lifetime for this moment. Yeah, I feel the same. I'm super excited, and you can probably imagine how thrilled I am as this is my main center of focus. This is what I do. I'm the UFO guy.
Yeah, we know.
So wow, it just
we know you wasted.
Can't get enough of that. When we're validated on this level, when we get that level of validation,
nobody validated anything yet.
So we're going to dig into all that today. It's going to be a fun show. We're going to expose more of the negative side of things. We're going to talk about the positive. We're going to talk about Fatima, how both sides of this are working. Because remember,
3 hours and 33 minutes. He keeps doing that. He makes the show 3 hours and 33 minutes on purpose. He does it every week now. Like, that's a pretty gay gimmick, David Wilcock. Come up with something else.
Virgin Mary sightings
are
a very important part of the puzzle, too. And so Virgin Mary sightings have occurred with things that are like...
He rarely talks about UFOs anymore.
The process of, UFOs being involved.
With his dirty shirt,
UFOs in the Virgin Mary sightings. That's a common feature of them, actually, that this is what they do. This is how they work. So don't be afraid. And I want to, again, thank you all so much for being here today. You are the reason why I'm doing this. And I just want to express my sincerest gratitude. I know there's a lot of different things you could do with your Sunday. And here we are. We're only 5 minutes in. You guys know disclosure is what we've been waiting for. We're already up to 1,422 concurrent viewers. Smash the like button. Only a third of you have done that so far. But let's get that. Let's get those likes up there as much as we can. That'll be awesome for me. So thank you in advance. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. It is a true honor and a privilege to be here with you today because disclosure.
Boy, he's really glazing that audience. He needs those people to give him some money while they still have their disclosure boners going.
And what an exciting time. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And I just can't even believe it. When I think about my life and how much UFOs have been a part of my life and how much I've sought after this information over time and
he was a full-on Q-tard.
I remember watching In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy and being just dazzled. Oh, and we had already a huge donation come in. I want to catch that one. RW Phoenix, always love your show, David.
Years old,
this is what makes my Sundays. Peace, love, and light be unto us all. Namaste. Thank you very much. And I really, really appreciate that. You've been doing that every week. And
yeah, oh boy. Humboldt Honey is here with one for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Ooh. Thank you very much. Humboldt Honey is a longtime show supporter and a YouTube channel member. And I always say, if you become a YouTube channel member during the live broadcast, we give you a big shout out and thank you. So don't be shy. Hit that join button. Get access to our members only section and a YouTube channel member badge like Humboldt Honey here has, letting everybody in the live chat know you're a big supporter of the show. Thank you, Humboldt Honey, for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. It is much, much appreciated. Somebody asked, is this still AI? Yes, a UFO, a planet-sized UFO is heading our way. That is correct. Sure. Yeah, it's an interstellar mothership, right? All right, let's continue. And no, this is not AI. This is real David Wilcock.
That makes a huge difference for us. So thank you. And we have Anita Tompas donated. Thank you very much, Anita. Those tips in the tip jar really make a huge difference in helping me actually support my habit, my addiction of eating. Want to help support that addiction. Mira Patel, David, is it an honor to be here on your live show. Thank you very much.
I kind of leave that to the experts.
We had Beverly Adams just donated $10. Thank you, Beverly. Always nice to see you here.
You know, I'm interested, I guess, in consciousness and exploring some of those topics, but I'm no expert, so I don't know if or when I will ever do. Yeah, what happened to the previous interstellar spaceships? They turned out to be rocks, right? Imagine if he shouted out Arlene. That would be cool. Oh, let's continue.
What is the mainstream media saying about this? Well, it is getting some coverage, although not a whole lot, but it's not been unfavorable, honestly. I don't think we could have expected a whole lot better.
Yeah, you got it.
Are you expecting a call from 47? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're not.
But, you know, that's okay.
Nobody's calling you, David Wilcock. He will lose his mind when all his hair goes. He's beyond the point of baldness where you're just supposed to shave your head. If you want to be a man with dignity and you go bald, just shave your head. Don't do the sweep over. Like he's doing he's sweeping over on both sides to make it look like he has hair on the top of his head. And it's really pathetic, right? I guess he can't afford hair plugs. And you would think he lived in LA. There's got to be a hair plug guy in LA, right? I hope he gets hair plugs and it looks terrible. That's what I think. Like that doll hair kind of shit. I worked with a guy who got hair plugs once and it looked like doll hair, like on a Barbie. It was so bad.
He's doing his own thing. I'm doing my thing. And I would certainly be honored. I would certainly take the call.
Never forget, he's famous. Yes.
So anyway, Jacob Schurer says, NCS something, something, we are all one. So that's great. And Cosmic Dreams just donated. Thank you very much, you guys. It's awesome. Really, really appreciate it. So this is the moment we've been waiting for, everybody. It's been long in coming.
I don't know.
And wow, just what an exciting time to be alive.
Man. I remember in high school, 90210 was popular, and Dylan and Brandon both had sideburns. So every dude grew sideburns. And I did not, because I didn't want to be following the trend, right? Who wants to look like everybody else? Anime Chris, who's a big show supporter, is here with one for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. And Anime Chris says, David is going to get a call from someone in the government. It just happens that that person probably works for the IRS. That is correct. That is correct. He is getting a call from the government, but it's going to be from the IRS. Apparently, David Wilcock still owes the IRS $1.5 million, right? But thank you, Anime Chris, for your kindness, generosity, and big support of the show. And thanks for being a member as well. And if you haven't already, friends, please hit that subscribe button. And also push that notification bell. Never miss a thing here on Truth Seekers. It's a big boost to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. It takes only a second. Hit the subscribe button, smash it, and hit that notification bell. You'll know when we're doing a live broadcast just like this one. Come be a part of the interactive live chat. You are most welcome. Yes. Let's continue.
When we think about the way the world is going to change, with disclosure happening, it is all encompassing. So. Because remember, many people in my parents' generation were, you know, encouraged to look at this as something that's like, you know, not
Yeah, please share this video on
not
social
credible.
media.
They were
That helps a lot.
given
Big
lots of
boost.
disinformation. They were given a campaign of hatred, self-hatred. You don't even get to love yourself if you believe in UFOs. And you look back to
He's going to blame me for
encounters
getting
the third
arrested by
time,
the
and as he
IRS.
becomes more aware of the
Yes.
UFO phenomenon, he goes crazy and he ruins his family. He makes this Devil's Tower out of mashed potatoes, and he disses his wife and his daughter. We had 3 more donations come in.
You know, that reminds me.
Sarah Humot, Deneen, and little tiny Joe.
We ought to get a cell phone number and get a Trump impersonator to call him and record it all. That would be hysterical, I think, right? He would totally fall for it. It's like, I'm calling you about the alliance.
Here we go. Everything you've researched and taught is now becoming our reality. That is right. We had thank you. Thanks for everything you do. Filthy shirt. It's not a filthy shirt. This shirt is very clean. In fact, I pressed it today. So
Looks dirty to me.
anyway, that one got moderated.
Looks dirty
No,
to me.
the shirt is entirely clean. I don't know why somebody would say that, but it's a little bit wrinkly, I guess. But what the heck, show must go on.
I thought you just pressed it. Why would it be wrinkly if you just pressed it? And doesn't he know the man trick? You just put it in the dryer on high heat for like 5 minutes. That gets all the wrinkles out. I don't know. I'm very blessed. I don't do laundry. My wife does. I always joke that like magically my drawers, the clean clothes just appear, right? Yep. David Wilcock can't afford laundry detergent, apparently. He's broke.
And this one
And his clothes are dirty.
definitely shows some contrast in the lights. We have Julian in Georgia and Jacob Schur.
He's got 7
donated
cameras.
again. Thank you
Totally
very much.
Richard
Nothing
Ramirez.
can
He's got
stop.
7 cameras.
Yep, I know. Focus, Ascension. That's right. So it's a good
Can't
time,
say
man.
alliance
It's a
in this
really, really
chat.
good
That's
time
funny.
to turn within and get ready, because this is going to create a spiritual revival in humanity
That is correct.
like nothing we've ever seen, dude. When you understand the impact of what disclosure is, when you understand the scope of what people are going to be learning and how that affects their relationship to the cosmos, how that affects who they are and what they believe, it is just thrilling to me. I cannot tell you how excited I am.
I got such a disclosure boner over this Trump announcement because that lets me grift for a while before the big nothing burger and the big letdown comes. You know what disclosure is? I've said it last night. I'll say it 100 times. Disclosure is Lucy and the football. That's what it is. Every time these people get all hyped up about something, whether it's a congressional hearing or a new fake whistleblower or an announcement from the government that we're going to release UFO files, they get all pumped up and excited, and then it's a big letdown nothing burger.
Because again, it's never really real until it happens. It's never going to be official until it's official. It's never going to really happen until it really happens. And we've already gotten the first wave. And there's a lot more depth to that story even than what you've heard, that unless you're really following the news as carefully as I do. So this is great. I mean, I'm
He has expensive cameras.
super excited. And another thing was that this announcement that the files will be released came literally the day before the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. This is true, you guys. It actually was the day before
Exactly.
the Saturn-Neptune conjunction of February 20th. It's hard to imagine
More
how the
Elizondo.
astrology did so well that we had this planetary conjunction, this
cameras,
planetary alignment, it's
Guitar,
of great
and it still
significance,
looks like shit. Yes.
and that it happens
You're right.
one
That's
day
banana.
before that alignment. The day before that alignment, we had a very prominent arrest that took place, which I'm sure you know about. And we also had, that was shocking too. I mean, that's one of the things,
It wasn't that shocking.
we've never seen anything like that happen
I've heard
before, not
rumors
at that
about that
level.
guy for years.
And
Why
then
was
on
that
the very
shocking?
same day, we get
That
a
was not
disclosure
shocking.
announcement. I mean, wow. That really, really blew my mind. PC user donated, says, great day.
You know,
Anyway.
David Wilcock, when he heard that announcement, he was like, all right, I can keep my shitty show going. I'll actually have something to talk about for one whole week. He is going to milk this for every dollar he can. That's my prediction.
Okay, we are, Starseed says, I'm planning on sitting back with my popcorn. Kathy McIntyre says, I look marvelous. Well, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. We're just doing the best we can here to have a great show and do what we can to bring it to you guys live and in person. Charlie Winter, hello, David. You look great. I'm so excited for the information to come
I
out.
can see him
Great
doing
is well
that.
received. Let's
Showed up
embrace
at
this
the White
knowledge
House.
with love and
I'm here for
understanding.
my
You work so hard for
ambassador
this
job.
disclosure.
I'm from the
Denise
Alliance.
Roberts, thank you for all you do for humanity. I've watched you for years, and you are amazing.
Yep, reading
Some
from
people
a
don't like
Google
that I
page.
read the comments, but that's okay. We're just doing the best we
Because his
can
whole
here.
show is reading the
We
comments.
want
He
to
has no
honor
show.
you
He has
for
no
your
content.
donations. So I thank you very, very much. We're already on a good track here of fundraising, and I really appreciate that.
What? Kathy wants
Yeah,
to Wilcock.
please don't say those keywords though. Just because you know what it is, we don't need to say it in the chat. Okay.
He looks
Yeah,
so
it's very
beautiful.
important that
Yeah.
when I bring up those things that we don't have the chat spill over. I mean, try to be circumspect as
Yes,
much as
the
you
Waffle
can.
House needs a UFO
David is the
minister.
man, and he gives me hope for humanity. You did look very nice, calm, and
He uses
composed.
forehead
Thank
as
you
a
for that.
landing zone.
All right. So this was the day before the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. We talked about it last week. We said it was a big deal. Isn't this a really
He's
great
fundraising
validation of astrology?
24/7. That is
It
correct.
is a big deal. And it happened right on Friday. Well, the conjunction was on Friday the 20th. And remember what we read last week? How prophetic has this turned out to be already?
More like a landing
Is
strip.
February 20th the most important day of 2026?
It is
Let's
not
just
prophetic.
say it could be the starting block of a new era. The Saturn-Neptune alignment hasn't occurred since 1989 and not at this degree of Aries since 1702. Here's what the Aries point in astrology means for you. Absolutely. So again, this is just a thrilling, thrilling time to be alive. Let me go and close my drapes here. We'll get a little bit less echo if I do that. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get this one little detail.
Why doesn't he do this stuff
Buttoned up,
before his
and then we're
show?
all
He's always
set.
like
Okay,
adjusting
perfect.
lights and microphones and cameras during the live show.
Okay, you guys.
Look, he doesn't even tuck his
So
shirt
it's
in.
a very exciting time. We had
Oh,
two more donations, Caleb Birch and Gah.
It looks so
Thank you,
bad.
David. I always look forward to your shows. I usually come in late. It's always a pleasure. And thanks for your work. What a time to live in. All right. Yeah, I know that there's a big storm coming for the East Coast again. It's supposedly record-breaking once more. There could be
Using dark
all
crystal
kinds of
warts
reasons
now.
for that, but don't let
Yes.
it break your will. Don't let it break your spirit. I know you're strong. You're tough. You can handle this. We're going to get through this, and everything's going to turn around.
It's
Jason
fine
Cat
if that happened.
also just
He's
donated and
also
says,
on
thank you, David. You're right about everything for all your hard work and bring light into the world. What about March 3rd? We are going to recommend the March 3rd deadline. Yeah, so again, Paul Cannon, please don't use those keywords. I don't know why people don't want to listen, but that's okay. Paul sometimes likes to push the edge, but anyway, just try to be more circumspect. That's all I'm asking. Anyway, good enough. So
Yeah,
Paul, we love you,
He's
buddy.
so paranoid. You're not allowed to say a bunch of different keywords. One of them being Epstein, right? And I don't get it. We want to take a moment to recognize a kind and generous benefactor on Kick. Capybara supporter sent a full send, 100 kicks. At least they stopped throwing pennies at me, friends. That's $1. We'll take it. Thank you, Capybara supporter, for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much appreciated. Thank you, Capybara supporter, and all the Kick supporters. We love Kick because we keep 95% of it. It's a great system. It's like getting an extra paycheck. So please don't be shy, Kick friends. Don't you want to see me stop drinking Brokey beer and buy some good beer? I actually bought Yinling yesterday. First time in quite a long time drinking full regular beer because I've been trying to diet, lose a few pounds. Does Wilcock still sleep with rat shit? Yes, he does. And the other banned word is Cambion. Yeah, you're not allowed to say Cambion. Alliance, Epstein, and Stephen Cambion are banned in his live chat. He can't have his retards finding me. He'll lose all his money. If they all started watching my show, he would lose every dollar he's taking in from these retards. All the retards would suddenly wake up, realize they're being scammed, and stop sending him money. He would be dead in the water.
Just wanted to make that point. What does it actually say about this conjunction?
That's right.
That,
Hail the Dark Alliance.
hasn't occurred since this degree of Aries since 1702.
I
It
think they have
exposes hidden power networks. Oh my God. Once in a generation alignment that merges structure with spirituality. Remember, this is the day before this is when the disclosure announcement was actually made. It's going to change humanity forever. And it says right here that blending disciplined, boundary-setting Saturn with dreamy, limitless Neptune in pioneering Aries. That's right. Boundaries are being set.
Here we go.
The government has
Nonsense
to disclose.
astrology that
They
he
have to
got from
reveal
Google.
what they know, creating a Genesis moment for new beginnings. Well, maybe they did watch the show, or maybe they're aware of this conjunction, but it's like, wow, talk about a great auspicious time to make that announcement the day before this conjunction. I would say that's bang on the money. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's called a coincidence, you fucking retarded scamming grifter. Sam Corbin, who's a longtime show supporter and a YouTube channel member with one for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Big support tonight from all you great supporters and YouTube channel members. Thank you for being a YouTube channel member. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much, much appreciated. Sam Corbin says, every morning, David looks in the mirror and says, I'm good enough, I'm strong enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. Yes, he looks like Stuart Smalley, doesn't he? Sam Corbin, anybody remember Stuart Smalley? But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support, right? He also looks in the mirror and says, I am not bald or gay. Yeah, he is bald and gay.
The timing could not be better, and it really, really has me excited. So again, super rare, powerful alignment not seen in Aries in over 9,000 years.
He's so desperate for
emphasizing a new
material,
era
he's using
or
astrology
reset
now.
point. So, yep, that definitely would sound like
He
a
looks like
disclosure
a
to me.
busted Zach Morris.
And then the combination of Saturn, structure, and reality with Neptune, dreams, spirituality in Aries, the sign of action initiation, suggests turning visions or spiritual ideals into concrete, tangible realities. And look at this, the restructuring of institutions. Oh my God, there's a whole institution around the idea of, whether we can be.
Oh, he is so desperate for any kind of material. Chad Wellington with one for the goal. Chad's a big YouTube supporter and a YouTube channel member. And we thank him for his kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Big ups to Chad Wellington, one for the goal. He says, listen, Stephen, you need to cut Wilcock some slack. He has an open mind. I would say his mind is open, like his bum hole, open to receiving anything. Well, Chad Wellington, I think you are correct in that David Wilcock is a bottom bitch, right? He's definitely the catcher, not the pitcher, right? Yeah, let's continue. Thank you, Chad Wellington, for your kindness. Much, much appreciated.
Told the truth or not? It's been kept from us for so long. That's institutionalized at the highest levels. It's just something that always
he
seems
should
to
be
in place.
Institution. That's correct.
And it also has to do with the rise of new ideologies.
Speaking of institutions,
or the blending of technology with spirituality. Well, yes,
for an institution like a mental
knowing that
hospital.
UFOs are real is a fundamentally vast new ideology, and this news went out. Everybody had the chance to hear it. They're now getting to wait and with anticipation for the details for what's going to happen. But man, this is just so thrilling to me. I can't tell you guys
He's so
how
excited
I am.
about fake
As
disclosure.
having been somebody hacking it out in the trenches for so long, UFO research, doing all this stuff, just can't even believe it, man. After all these years, all this
UFO scamming, after all these years of being called a scammer, everybody's going to know that I was right. No, it's not going to happen, you moron.
time, like, wow, how in the world did we actually make it to this point where we got to this level of disclosure? It is just stunning, and I don't even know what to say.
Level
I'm so
of disclosure
excited.
are we at? What level are we at?
And it's just so much a part of my life. You guys know that. How long I've been looking at this stuff and trying to be, on the ball with you and trying to be on the ball with disclosure. I'm just looking to see if I can maybe boost my brightness a little bit
Yes,
here.
it's definitely more pathetic
See what that
than
does.
prophetic. Yes, I agree.
Hold on, you guys. Yeah, maybe that makes it a little. Do you like that brightness increase a little bit more?
He's a wide receiver.
I think that looks good, huh? I just boosted the brightness on this camera very slightly. Anyway, we are dancing. It's a frog party at the moment. Disclosure is meant to be inevitable.
Shit and moving.
Okay, so
stuff. Is this just a fill time?
new ideologies, restructuring of institutions, or the blending of technology.
You know what he also does? He'll talk about like his shoes or his socks for 20 minutes.
With
That's no
spirituality. What I mean, I couldn't have even anticipated that we would get disclosure on that day. The blending of technology with spirituality.
Yeah, he
please
hid
don't
the
say
arc.
the E
That's a
word,
good
you guys.
point.
Come on.
After all the Archangel Michael prophecies failed miserably, he hid the Archangel Michael sword from his set. He doesn't want to remind people that he was wrong about all his stupid angel retarded predictions, none of which came true. Remember, he said we were going to get open extraterrestrial contact by May of 2025 and ascension and mass arrests. None of that happened, of course, because David Wilcock is wrong about literally everything. He has been his entire life. He's a loser and a broke bum.
Should be obvious why. I mean, we just, anyway. Yeah, well, that's...
Yes, he's a prophet with an F, not a prophet. Yes.
Lots of words that you don't want to say. So anyway, we're trying to do our best here to stay on top of the story.
Segment, yeah.
And again, the fact that this happened
he
on
actually
the
had segments of the show
astrological
where he
alignment
made
date is, to
slides
me,
telling
extremely
everybody about his
significant,
diarrhea.
extremely powerful, because as you also see here, let's go over to the slide again.
He had
It may also
explosive
bring to
diarrhea
light
and made slides
secrets,
about it.
conspiracies, or hidden power networks. Well, you don't get much more of a hidden power network than actually being the UFO cover-up, man. So all that stuff that's coming out right now, it's all part of a much bigger and more fun disclosure, changing our planet, making us more alive, more in the moment, more able to appreciate what's really going on. It's about time. You're darn right.
Spirit angel
You always boost our brightness, brother David. Thank you very much. Looks like Spielberg's movie's coming out too late. Well, it'll still come out when it comes out.
Powder his forehead. Yes.
Yeah, this was definitely another kind of surprise.
He's done it on camera.
Where we didn't really think that anything was going to happen like this, and then all of a sudden it
live,
did.
Yes.
And so to me, I'm just really, really thrilled about it. And I just can't say how much gratitude I have that this is happening now.
Yeah, you're right.
We're all getting the message. We're all getting this disclosure wave, this disclosure understanding. It's very, very powerful. And again,
more time on makeup.
Secrets, conspiracies. Well, there you go. It's been secret. It's been a conspiracy. There's been a cover-up, and it's not all good. You know, we're gonna need spiritual guidance as this stuff comes out, because
he'll be
some of the disclosure process is very scary, and it's going to take some time, I guess. He says we're going to begin to bring it out. We'll talk about that. But what words should we not say? Well, again, anything that has to do with very negative stuff that's been out about files and things, let's try to avoid those words, any of the names.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Epstein files because I'm in them. Why don't you tell your audience that you're in the Epstein files, David Wilcock?
I would say that's very important. And just try to be aware of that.
It's going to find out.
Wow, we've got a great turnout today with 2,541 viewers already. We're only 20 minutes in, so I'm very honored that you guys showed up for me today. You're ready to hear about disclosure.
How did you not see
Helen Pauline says, love your channel, incredible knowledge. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. We really appreciate you being here today. So it's a very exciting moment for me.
Wilcock is mentioned.
I've certainly been, following this subject for so many years that to have something like this happen, I'm just giddy.
There too.
I'm like a kid in a candy store.
He was a scammer.
Thank goodness this finally happened. Thank goodness we finally got what we wanted out of this. It's not everything happening yet, but we now see an inevitability. We see forward movement. We have something to be helpful. Well, again, don't use those words, because if we put it in the chat, we often see that those people get moderated, their messages get retracted. And so we're just trying to be more careful than usual. Oh, breaking news. El Mencho taken out cartel. I didn't know about that. So anyway, very cool. All right. So everything that we are seeing is in the astrology, and that's pretty exciting. I mean, all the disclosure stuff was predicated off of this.
Kind of, sort of, but not really.
It says right here that it's going to impact cardinal signs, part of the longer intense phase, building through 2025, which is when obviously the election results changed who was in office, setting the stage for a new long-term societal direction, a new direction of society. Well, yes, disclosure paves the way for forbidden technology. Disclosure paves the way for all sorts of things that we didn't already know to come to light. and it paves the way for an actual family reunion
Beta male.
where we now have the free
Lower than a
will
beta.
to bring these beings back into our reality again, which to me is probably one of the most exciting parts out of this of all. The idea that they might actually return. So
Oh, it's also
we
exciting.
have the astrological interpretations here. Saturn in Aries encourages cultivating discipline, resilience, and taking personal responsibility for your actions. Well, that's definitely, doing disclosure is taking personal responsibility. So that fits very, very, I mean, all of this fits incredibly well. It really does.
Yes, he's just hoping for long-term donations.
Neptune in Aries.
They stretch
This
this
is a really
out.
great one. It initiates a new era focusing on pioneering, independent, and perhaps unconventional spiritual or artistic pursuits. Well, how much more unconventional spiritual can you
They
get?
find Wilcock's
And
approach to
revealing that
glory.
we're not alone in the universe and that there are these beings visiting us who are benevolent, positive, and actually protecting us from evil. And that
AI
there's evil ones
astrology
too, but we
flop.
have to be aware that there's two sides to the story. Judy Booth, happy to catch you live this week. I'm dealing with many difficulties. Appreciate prayers and good vibes from your wonderful community.
Losers for
We
getting
pray for you,
caught.
Judy, very much. Thank you. Father, Mother, God, please help Judy as much as you can. Thank you very much. Oh, Linda Leah says the sun just blasted off a solar mega flare consisting of an 8.1, 1.5, and 2.8 triple X class flare sequence. Wow, that just happened.
Where's
Apparently,
Soldier sent me a penny?
so it's an exciting time, man. Everything's coalescing, converging all at once here. New, unconventional,
People are throwing pennies
spiritual, and
at me.
artistic pursuits. Can you even believe that? How well this conjunction delivered on the disclosure promise. It was like they knew the astrology and they did it on purpose. Now, is that true? Maybe. Maybe they
AI
watched the show. Maybe they
astrology.
heard about this from me
Sorry
or
about
somebody else. But either way, it's very exciting. And,
According
who
to
knows? I'm just very thrilled.
AI
It's a great time to
astrology
be alive.
it
We've
doesn't
got
get
so much
better
to
than
look
this.
forward to, you guys. This is like everything I've ever dreamed of. And
I think he did, yeah.
anyway, somebody says lies. There's been no X-class flares in the last few days. Well, somebody said it just happened. Anyway, we can. Here we go. There we go, Gene. Thank you very much. Hello, Ascension family. Catching up at 2X.
And here we get into 3 hours of David Wilcock reading his live chat.
Speed, says Vacapalo. Well, glad to have you here, Vacapalo.
Riveting content.
Anyway, we're at 2,772 viewers. That's pretty awesome. We're topping out around 3,000 lately, so we're already up there pretty quick. And anyway,
Heard about it from Wilcock. That is correct.
unconventional spiritual artistic
it's sharing our
pursuits,
Tik channel.
pioneering and independent. The empathetic machine, a realistic dream, aims to build, but in a new and more.
Pinned in the live chat, both in the Kick chat and the YouTube live chat, is the link to our True Seekers Clips channel. And we desperately need a bunch of you to go over there and subscribe. So if you go over there and subscribe, just put in the live chat, all capital letters, I just subscribed. And I'll give you a big shout out and thank you for becoming a subscriber. It's True Seekers Clips, all one word, we're just over 1,000 subscribers again. So we got 4 of you already. Thank you, whoever subscribed. Please go over there and subscribe. We need a little buffer, right? It'd be nice to have like 1,100 subscribers. We've got 200, almost 250 people watching the show. Broken Hip subscribe. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Troll still subbed. All right. Well, you didn't unsubscribe. We're looking for new subscribers. All right, let's continue with the nonsense from Wilcock. He really believes that Donald Trump is going to confirm the existence of aliens on Earth. That's how retarded David Wilcock has become. I mean, is he just delusional? Is he dumb as shit? Or is he just so deep down the rabbit hole that he needs this to be what happens so that it confirms that he didn't waste decades of his life talking basically about unicorns and fairies, right?
Visionary way. Note starpowered.com. So again, it's part of a longer, intense phase, building the stage for a new long-term direction in society.
But thank you for
all
subscribing.
part of our grand cosmic evolutionary process. Week after week, I've been telling you that once again, there are positive ETs out there, and their main message
good guy.
is that we are going through an ascension process.
When did
The
they
whole
say
reason
that?
why most of the ETs visiting us are good.
When did the aliens say we're going through an ascension process? Where is he getting this? He's just pulling it out of his own asshole.
But first of all, the whole reason why they're here is to try to usher us through a quantum leap in human evolution. It's much bigger than me. It's much bigger than whether I give this message, but I'm happy to do so because I know this is what it's really about. And with that knowledge comes power, and with that power comes understanding. We get to understand who we are in the cosmos. We get to understand
Those
our
are the nice
relationship
aliens, the ones
to
that
higher
underneath
forces,
us.
higher beings,
Yes.
and we're not alone. And so ascension is the key. Remember, 35 different ancient cultures had it written into their mythologies. That was Santayana von Deschen. We talked about that last week.
Could you imagine coming billions of miles through the cosmos to like teach other species how to meditate and shit? Like that's basically what he's saying is happening here. The aliens came from, other galaxies to come here to teach us how to meditate and ascend. I mean, it's just so implausible, so childish, and so stupid. I can't believe that anybody would be stupid enough to believe it, but this is where we're at, and this is where we find ourselves. Speaking of that, Ross Coulthart just interviewed Billy Carson. Maybe we'll cover that. If you want to see me cover Ross Coulthart interviewing Billy Carson, let me know in the live chat or in the comments below.
They wrote a book called Hamlet's Mill, which is stunning in terms of the depth and complexity. We've also talked about
Basic New Age.
the intelligent cosmos, that the photon is what makes reality. Those photons are alive and intelligent,
A light being.
and they also store and carry information. So part of what's happening is that our sun is giving off these new photons that are upgrading our DNA. We talked again about that last week. Our DNA is going through profound change, and we are going through profound change. And the presence of extraterrestrial beings here
Cover it.
is a very, very fundamental and intrinsic part of how we get through this ascension process. So it's a wonderful time to be alive. And ascension is fundamentally an awakening. Now, many people have still remained asleep.
Aim to please here.
And so this kind of thing really knocks the cobwebs out of people's head, wakes you up, gives you a whole new reason to believe, to understand.
Yeah, good to see you. Welcome from the
wow.
We Love You audio.
Beverly Adams says GFI outlets are blowing out in our area, and the local electric company is telling people it's from coronal mass ejections. How about that?
You're most welcome.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Yes, amplituhedron. That's right. We got to remember Nima Arkani Hamed
have DNA
said that
I'm not a forensic.
There is definitely something going on here that's going to be
a fake journal,
a single object that the whole universe is made from in space and in time. That all of space and all of time is the emanation of this single geometric object, which, as we've said before, seems to resolve back to this intrinsic Star of David shape that I'm handing you.
He's got toys. I want to take a moment to the audio listener here. Adrian Goodman reminded me, if you're listening to the audio podcast, we love and appreciate you, but you're missing half the fun. So come on over to YouTube, put Truth Seekers, one word, in the search bar. Look for me, the strange guy with sunglasses. Go to that channel, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and come and be a part of our live broadcasts and our interactive live chat while we record the podcast. You are most welcome. All the podcasts are recorded live here on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, and more, and X as well. So please do come over here, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers here on YouTube. It's like Mission Impossible. We gain 20 subs, then we lose 10. Apparently, I even got some messages. People are like, what's this shit? Because I uploaded the Internet Insanity Circus here. Some people didn't like that. They were here for the UFO feltonings. They're not here for that. I get it. But I don't have another monetized channel. We're trying to raise some funds to continue that show. Matthias with one for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Big support from Matthias tonight. We're halfway through, and David Wilcock is living on a prayer. I'm not a fan of that song or of Bon Jovi. My son, who's 13, loves Bon Jovi. He's always playing it on his tablet, driving me nuts, Matthias. But we thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. One for the goal. Much, much appreciated. Okay, let's continue. We'll see what. I don't know how much longer I can stand this guy. We're only 27 minutes in.
Right here.
There's 3 hours of this to go.
Paul Cannon says that according to EZ, Dr. Greer says he's prepared a speech for the president to announce the existence of ETs visiting our world for a millennium. Well, I don't know if the president would read anybody else's speech. He's probably going to write his own. And I think that's the way he's going to end up doing it. But,
Yeah, we saw this already. He's going to write his own speech. We should have fast forwarded. I think most of the clips were from the beginning portion here. One moment here. I'm trying to find our bumpers. Oops. Oh, that's weird. There we go. I'm trying to find the support bumpers. Supposed to be doing best practices here, reminding people how they could support the show. But I have no idea where those bumpers are. So let me see if I can't locate those. We have different brands here. I have so many bumpers over the years that we have just, oh, yeah, I do have it. So we're going to take a very short break. The show is not over. I will be back in just literally 2 minutes. We want to remind you people, wherever you're listening or watching, how you can support the show.
Truth Seekers is a viewer-supported show. Wonderful people like you who enjoy this show send pledges in the form of super chats, super stickers, super thanks, PayPal, or Cash App. Instructions for how to help are in the description. You can also join our Patreon, and for as little as $1 a month you can get extra content. Patreon supporters get a backstage pass, early access to all our production videos before they are distributed publicly, Stephen Campion's music, private writings, a monthly show journal, and more. You can also become a YouTube channel member for $5 a month. A YouTube membership includes all of the Patreon benefits, plus a special members badge, priority reply to video comments, and the live chat, plus a monthly members-only video. We thank you all, kind and generous benefactors, for supporting Truth Seekers. Thank you for your generosity and support.
Also, I forgot a bit of business. Yesterday's show, I got a bunch of messages about how great the introduction was to yesterday's show, and that's Matt DeWhite made that music video. You can follow him on Twitter. Just look up Matt DeWhite. Thanks, Matt DeWhite, for lending us his excellent music video. All right, we'll do a few more minutes of this clown.
Maybe that's true. I mean, who knows? Claims can be made, and it would be great to. I just can't wait to hear what this is going to be. That's really the focus for me. And we're already just about to hit 3,000 views, so we're getting better turnout than usual. My energy has been incredibly powerful since I've heard about this disclosure probability. The excitement is almost overwhelming. It's hard to come down from this high. Yes, absolutely. So, David, you will be respected if the disclosure comes out. Yes, I mean, I definitely feel like
he's going to be respected.
Like it's a very positive thing, and I'm happy about it. Let's just hope that it really does happen.
Stock of UFO
I don't know what else to say except that it's super exciting,
locale ever.
And I'm just like thrilled about the whole thing. So again, the amplituhedron, the universe made from a consciousness, from a living consciousness, all of space and time, the product of one intelligence that fundamentally boils down to a single geometric form. That is very exciting. That is what we're looking at week after week. I keep bringing it up. Am I laughing or crying? Well, I'm definitely laughing.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this.
That's classic.
And we got to remember that
older
most people are still asleep. They haven't really woken up yet. So this type of an announcement creates changes in the physics. As our minds awaken, as we learn more, as we explore and understand more, the physics actually changes. The way our consciousness works in the brain actually changes. We go to a higher frequency. which is, not just pseudoscience. I do believe that's a real thing.
Yeah, he'll never
That
debate.
you can have a higher coherence in your brain. You have more confidence. You have more happiness.
Probably true.
And
Yes, the camera
also,
switch.
there's
7
narrative
cameras,
battles going
all
on.
over
There's narrative
thousands
control being
of
sought to
cameras.
try to control
By
the
the way,
narrative, how this is going to go,
I wasn't aware.
who's going to.
He bought all of his studio equipment, all the cameras, the microphones, the computers, the software. He bought that with charitable donations, money that people donated to his charity. And now he's using that same equipment to do for-profit streams, which is highly illegal.
Say what to whom. And many people, again, are still asleep. And so
it was fun when he yelled
one of the
at his
roles
wife,
that I would like to have here
"Push this other camera,
is to help
bitch!"
to make sure that we don't forget that the vast majority of all the ETs that are out there are benevolent.
Melvins are
There's
cool.
clearly
Black
been a
Sabbath is
showbiz
definitely
campaign for a very long time to try to make you afraid, to try to make you scared. And we don't really want that. We want people to be confident and happy when you get disclosure, not thinking, oh my God, this is the end of the world, not thinking, oh my God, they're about to invade.
He really thinks that Trump is going to announce that aliens are real. This fucking moron, total moron, this guy.
And they're going to hurt us or they're going to kill us or something like this. That's what we're trying to do here. So look, we're really, and somebody just wrote the keyword again. Please don't write the keyword, especially the E. It's just, just a very important thing.
Years. The
laughing and crying at the same time is a sign of ascension. Everybody's asking about med beds. Well, the med beds probably will come out. It's a suppressed technology we've heard about extensively. It probably will be part of disclosure in time. I don't know how soon, but let's hope that we get there because those are going to be very useful. Supposedly, there's technology that can heal you immediately in very little time using advanced technology.
Shout out to Matthias.
So the vast majority of all the visitors that are coming here these days are benevolent.
Arlene woke
and
up.
That really does take us to a whole new level of the game when we understand that they are very much protecting over us, guiding over us, watching us.
That was my jam.
They're called the Watchers in the Bible. It's one of the terms for them. And this is an essential key to understanding ancient religion. So
that is correct, Sam
instead
Corbin.
of us feeling like, religious institutions are going to be destroyed and people aren't going to have faith anymore, they're not going to know what to do. No, I think this is going to strengthen and revivify faith. I think that people are going to be fundamentally and live in
I never was a fan of
knowledge if you're a Jew, then how is it that this Star of David that they say is the shape of God?
Rob Zombie sucks. And he was such a chameleon. Whatever was popular, that's what he did. Oh, Nine Inch Nails is popular. I'll turn into a bad copy of Nine Inch Nails. I think he even hired some of the people that worked with Trent on Nine Inch Nails to do those hit songs that he had, like Living Dead Girl and I don't know, Burn Through the Bridges or whatever that shit song, right? And More Human Than Human. But I did like his hot bass player, female bass player. But I never liked Rob Zombie. He sucks. And his movies are terrible too.
Actually appears to be the shape of God.
Rob Zombie is just a bored rich kid in Hollywood, basically.
Beverly says, we are the med beds.
I'll start a band.
Robert Warren. Hi, David. I've not seen it. Where is this disclosure going to take place? Well, guess what, Robert? We've got all that stuff in the slides, so just hang in there. An essential key to understanding ancient religion is having the knowledge of this fact that ETs do exist.
Yes.
They've been visiting us this whole time, and in many cases, most of them are far more human-looking than we realize.
Female bass player.
Really, really exciting when you think about that. The fact that they have these human-looking features, they are not at all like octopus tentacle creatures.
We'll forgive you.
They actually have faces. They have eyes, nose, and mouth. The gray physiology is fairly common, but that's actually pretty divergent compared to where most of them are. Most of these ETs actually have a pretty exciting human-like appearance. They might have a different color to their skin. It might be pastel blue, pastel yellow, pastel pink, pastel green, even orange.
Oh, we're going to get aliens.
Different colors like that we see.
Nice.
And
we're going to get rainbow aliens. According to David Wilcock, there's rainbow aliens.
Oh, Philippe just donated right here. When I was a kid, I used to have things called silent seizures, and they were atypical. It was like my consciousness was gone. EEG showed I was in delta waves while I was awake. Ideas. Yes, I mean that typically does
You're a
associate with
moron.
people having advanced capabilities. There does appear to be extraterrestrial DNA.
Oh, he's telling
That
this
we,
guy
in
he's gonna
fact,
have
are the
superpowers.
descendants of humans who came here. That's why I'm saying there are some ETs who don't just look a little bit like us, they look very much like us. I mean, it's
Oh, except they're pink or they're purple. Yeah.
shockingly similar. And humans on Earth, one of the things that we may get out of disclosure is the idea that humans on Earth are descended from visitors that came from various planets.
This is ancient alien theory, which is completely and totally wrong, scientifically impossible, and retarded. I think I have seen enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's good to see that David Wilcock is less depressed than usual. These last couple ones, when he started the weather reports, remember that? Oh, he has no content to the point where he was doing 2 hours on his local weather, reporting on his local weather, right? Absolutely terrible. And he's been so beaten down and depressed lately because all of his predictions failed and his scam is coming crashing down. This rejuvenated him for like, maybe I could keep scamming. Maybe I could keep grifting for a little while off this Trump announcement. People are getting excited about aliens, and I'm an alien promoter, profiteer. I think I can't wait to see the crash. David Wilcock is going to have a huge crash out when the Nothing Burger files from this release. We have seen on the record statements from people from Arrow who had access to everything UFO and alien related and found no evidence of aliens, none. And they both said that everybody's going to be disappointed when this happens. And I agree. It's going to be one big letdown. Maybe he got a text message from Corey asking for a coffee date. That would improve his mood. Yeah, well, that or a little bit of butt banging, right? You notice he hasn't talked about getting massages every week. Basically, David Wilcock is broke as shit right now. We worked on some of the math, and based on his actual YouTube earnings, he cannot pay even his basic house bills right now. So I don't know if he's living off of credit cards or whatever. Wojcik says, hope that when he sells his house, he's at least able to afford a roof over his head after the IRS comes a knocking. Well, if he owes the IRS $1.5 million and he sells his house for what he's trying to sell his house for, $2 million. Remember, he was trying to sell for $3 million. He came down a whole million. And according to the real estate sites I saw, his house isn't even worth $2 million. It's worth like 1.5. So he's still trying to get more for it than it's worth. If he sells it for $2 million, he can pay off the IRS and still have $500,000 to buy a home with. But I doubt he'll do something that responsible. He's broke and he's bald. He sold his old house. No, he sold his parents' old house, which was given to him. So, that's what he's living off of. He got several $100,000 for that house in New York. How long is that going to last, though, when your mortgage is $7,000 a month? Not long. Beskar probably took his money for their booth in Saudi for the World Defense Conference. Yeah, he sold his childhood house for several $100,000. But that money will run out because David Wilcock is convinced that he deserves to live a multimillionaire's lifestyle. And, I don't understand. Like, I know somebody that is so wealthy that it's almost, I don't know if he's got to have at least 10 or $20 million, very successful business owner that I know. He lives in a 1-bedroom apartment because he's single, which is what David Wilcock should be doing. Why do you need a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house when you are single? The truth is you don't. There's no way he needs that, right? Do you think he learned how to cook rice yet? Doubtful, right? He thought he would get $2 million because it's a celebrity home. Yeah, it's like the worst celebrity ever. And remember, according to David Wilcock's own admission, his house is infested with mice and the generator doesn't work. I bet you he's one of those people that doesn't fix shit like Darkside Phil. When something breaks in the house, that's just it. That's just the way it's going to be forever, right? Yeah, he's got a hot tub there too. if I had to pick one band to listen to, I would pick Tool. I like Tool, and I like Pussifier, and I like Perfect Circle. It makes me wonder though, why does that guy need 3 bands, right? He must either need the money, or he's just so creative that he has. I barely had enough creativity and time and energy for one band, let alone being in 3. But that's with a day job, I guess, when you don't have a day job. He's an interesting fellow. He's got his own winery and stuff, right? Yes, Tool are excellent. It comes with the mice for free. Yeah, extra mice, totally free. So we've done our due diligence. I am going to bounce on out of here, but I will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And depending on whether I go to the cabin or not, we'll do a show Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. Follow me on X or Twitter at Stephen Cambion. Follow me on Facebook at Stephen Cambion. And if you haven't already, please do help us out. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Big boost to our channel, costs nothing, really helps us out. I sincerely appreciate all of you people doing that. We got pretty close to the 15 of 20 for the goal. So we're just a little short, but we thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for now, that's all I got for you, friends. So until next time, I'm Stephen Cambion. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Thanks for being here. This is Truth Seekers with your host, Stephen Cambion. Please rate, like, and comment on our videos or podcasts. If you are listening to an audio podcast, please rate us 5 stars to help us rise in the search rankings. If you are watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you're listening to an audio podcast, we love and appreciate you listeners, but you are missing the live tapings. All our shows are recorded live with video feed. We'd love you to come be a part of our live broadcasts and tapings for the podcast. Head on over to YouTube, click the search tool, the little magnifying glass, put Truth Seekers, one word in the search bar, and hit enter. You'll see a strange and mysterious guy with sunglasses. That means you found the channel. Go there, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to receive up-to-date info on our YouTube channel. We welcome you to be a part of our live taping and our chat group during the live broadcasts. Seek the truth. Speak the truth. This is Truth Seekers. Truth Seekers.